All right, we you know, today's Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, March 29th. This is our broccoli garden. What we're doing here in the 15 wards, we've taken 10 vacant lots, mostly city-owned, and we just gone and carved out a small little section. You know what I mean? So we got.
I mean, it is a small section.
That's right, and it's like that for a couple of reasons. Number one, the first thing is we got to get agreement with the people on the block. All right, and so it's easy to start small and expand out versus starting big. So we started with something small, and you had people, not in this particular garden, but people saying, why are these grown-ups and kids over here in this vacant lot, this dirty vacant lot? And we had the kids come and clean up, pick up the little paper in the area. Then we started digging, and we put the broccoli here. Now, right over.
And wait, no offense. I don't plant a garden because the rats come and get my stuff.
You know what? Here's the theory. Let's give the community a reason to interact with each other. Okay. And so now, whether people eat it or not is down the road. We're not even worried about that right now. It's irrelevant.
You know what? Next year you're gonna plant some corn
corn is somewhere else.
That's what I'm saying. Because corn is big, is tall. No, this is broccoli.
Now let me tell you what happened when we planted corn. So we planted corn on 63rd and Horn. Now right next to where we planted the vacant lot next to the corn is the Arab-owned corner store. The guys hang out there, the teenagers. So when we pulled up and we got in the vacant lot, the guys came up, what y'all doing over here, man? What's up? And we gave them the flyer. Hey, we putting corn right here in the lot. They apprehensive. Then I showed them the killing flyer. I said, look, this what's happening in our neighborhood. So in spite of the killing, we coming and we putting some, we adding some life to the neighborhood. Some received it, some didn't.
So it's really about
interaction.
It's so gardening just the small part of it.
I'm not a gardener, and I tell people that all the time. I want to stop the killing. That's Side's whole life mission. This is one tool to get there, and it'll give the residents a reason to interact with each other. So we did corn over there. Right up the street here, where 2 people been killed at 56 and Damon, we got cabbage. Small little plot just like this, and in the vacant lot we got cabbage. Last week when we was out there, the neighbors came out and said, what y'all doing over here? Once again, why are these people taking an interest in this vacant lot? And everywhere we go, we get that. Now we met trouble yesterday on one block. The guys who's next door to the vacant lot told us that that's their vacant lot, and we couldn't plant nothing there because they getting ready to put a fence up there. We checked the records. It's city owned, so unless something changed since the last time we checked it, we know what the real deal is, which is we'll be interfering with what they're doing over there, and that's the bottom line. Over on 59th and Marshfield, the guys on the block agreed to work with us because we have one of the block leaders, Tina, on the block, and she knows everyone. She's mama of the block, so out of respect for us, they just take their movement right up the street away from where we at on Saturdays. So that's what we're doing, man. Gardens, 10 of them in 60636 15 Ward, and we're gonna work with the aldermen. We're gonna try and get it and expand it, but we just started with something real small right here.
But you know, what you're doing is community organizing, right?
That's what it is. That's what it is. And I'm downtown every day. I already got at least 3 people, Lithuanian, one guy's Polish, who agreed to come here and help us. And here's the other thing. I want to be ignorant, if you will, so that I can learn. So they are real gardeners. I want them to come in here and show me. Let's go give us another reason to connect mainstream with the 15th Ward or the inner city. So that's another part of why we don't want to be experts. Let's bring in the experts. Let's bring in the people who had those expertise, and who knows what it might do. It might help our Lawyers Club, because we had the Lawyers Club children out here helping too. So if we bring these people from outside here, look at what they get. They get that interaction, and who knows how far we can take it from there. And so yeah, Mark, that's what we're doing, man. And I think we had 3 people murdered last night in the city that I heard about. And so I know on 57th and Loomis, we wanted to go over there so that we can talk to the neighbors and eventually get them to plant a garden over there. Remember, the key to the gardens is residential interaction. And that's what's not happening. In today's society, people go in the house, they close their door, they don't know nobody.
Guess what? That's
else.
what I do.
They don't want to know nobody.
That's what I do. That's who I am. I don't want to know nobody.
We call it the DWBBA. Don't want to be bothered areas.
That's right.
So these little gardens in the midst of chaos, and that's what I love about Aisha. She don't see negativity.
No, it is Aisha Butler.
It's all about opportunity, and that's what you look at. This is opportunity.
But you mentioned Aisha Butler. Aisha Butler is an organization called Rage. Now you work with the alderman. You ran against the alderman and lost, but you still don't mind working with the alderman, right?
Just saw her at Harper High School last Saturday. She was at Harper. Had
What's the alderman's name of the 15th Ward?
Tony Folks.
Tony Folks, a lady. She's an alderman of the 15th Ward. Although she defeated everybody, including you, you cool with that?
Yeah, no, I'm not cool with it.
I know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, yeah, you get over it. I'm saying a lot of folks who ran for alderman recently, you don't see them no more.
Oh, no.
They disappear.
Oh, no. Where I was at yesterday, a couple people said, man, I haven't heard of you. And I said, well, I know you didn't vote for me then.
Right.
I'm out here every day, so I don't know how you don't hear about me. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, man, this work still needs to be done. Let me point to you. I want you to look down here. And just zoom down here. Woods. This is 56 and Woods is notorious for at least 10 or 15 idle spirits every day right here.
People hanging out.
Oh my God, you name it. It's one of the spots of great opportunity, as Aisha say.
55th was these young men?
Oh yeah.
What's the ages group?
Probably 18 to 24.
18 to 24.
56 and Woods, right by the corner store.
Oh, can we leave now?
3 people got murdered.
Can we leave now?
No, we gonna go down.
I'm scared. Hell no, I ain't going down.
It's raining, man. At the end of the day, it's raining.
Hell no.
But that block.
See, pseudo bourgeois Negroes like me don't come over here. You know that.
Yeah.
We don't come over here.
Now you saw Beverly looking at you like, hey, you don't belong over here. Beverly was.
Oh yeah, she looked at me. She looked at me. She said, "This Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson look at MF. Who the hell he doing over here, right?" He like he live in Flossmoor or something.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What he five? Because everybody think I'm 5'0". Everybody when they see me, they say, "You police, man. You got to be military or something." And so you know how people are. But everybody got something to hide. That's their problem. I'm not saying she does.
Nah, but unfortunately, man, we just been in the oven so long. We've been cooked, and so we gotta help our people by giving them reasons to have hope again. Because that's what this boils down to. Giving people reasons to get excited about something. Now I'm gonna start paying people to cut the grass on the block. So that
this is a vacant lot in Chicago. In most cities like Chicago, there's a lot of vacant lots.
Tons.
But even there's a vacant home, a lot of us don't even cut the grass.
Unfortunately.
Of the vacant house that's next to us.
Unfortunately.
Why do we? What's up with that?
But I can get that because watch this. If I'm out there and I'm cutting the grass and I see you and you never cut the grass, now it gets in my head like, man, look, I'm not gonna keep doing this. Then you gonna think it's my job to do it, so I'm gonna let it grow. So that little pettiness, if you will, can turn into an eyesore for the neighborhood. But here's my theory with that. Grown-ups technically shouldn't be doing it. We had too many young people, too much young energy out here to not inspire them to do it.
You know, people, a lot of folks don't like do-gooders. You know that. When you the do-gooder like you, they don't like do-gooders because it put pressures on. It put pressure on them.
But here's what I always do, and this just psychology here. I always put, when I'm talking to someone who looking at you like, because that's what happened yesterday, looking at you like, man, you think you better than me. What I always tell them is, I blame someone else. So I blame the system, and I do that temporarily because I always believe it has to be a win-win, proactive and reactive. So I say, you know what? We can't have everybody else coming in the neighborhood, taking our resources out and leaving. So that gets them to agree with me. They say, yep, you know what, you're right. Okay, now, here's what you can do, though, to help us fix this. So we started with a reason for them to get on the same page with us so that they can take away this whole feeling of, I think I'm better than them, or I think we got a plan that they're going to have to conform to. But yeah, that's the store right there.
I'm trying to stay, you know, it's raining, so I'm trying to stay. I'm going to get the umbrellas out.
But literally, 2 guys was murdered almost in a month span, right where that car is next to the yellow awning.
Well, no offense. I mean, I know the answers to these questions, but when the brothers know that's a dangerous spot, why do they hang out knowing they could be the next one shot?
Because we live in, unfortunately, moment to moment out here in these streets. A lot of people, man, they know what's going on, but where else am I going to go? If this is all I know, what
they're not going to go down State Madison. They're not going to go downtown, that's for sure. They're not going to the north side.
Yeah, why go down there and stick out like a sore thumb, you know? So
you can hide out here. This is the comfort zone.
That's the comfort zone.
What I'm saying, this is the comfort zone. The hood is the comfort zone, because to go out of the hood, you got to become something.
If you look, the basketball rim is right there. If you look, you'll see the basketball rim right there in the street. It's right where the garbage is sticking out at, on that tree. That's a basketball.
Let's go get a couple umbrellas. Yeah, here's Siron. We had to take a little break to get these umbrellas. Now, Siron wanted me to walk down the street.
Man, that's a fact.
Yeah, I heard, but I had to make sure. See, I ain't going down there, Siron. They got folks. See, Mark is scared. He's scared of his own people. You damn real I am. Because the point is that, you know, and what I'm saying is that I ain't scared of my people. I'm scared of guns.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is that, and when I say that, a lot of us so-called Negroes, we don't want to live. What part of the neighborhood is this? This still Inglewood?
West Inglewood.
This is West Inglewood, right? But here's a beautiful thing about it. And this, look at this house right here. I'm not gonna show the house exactly where it is and everything.
But look at the garden.
The garden is, I mean, it makes my house look. My house look like the hood compared to this one. The garden is magnificent. The flowers. Let me show you. The flowers are magnificent. They got flowers by the garbage cans. The building is in great shape. There's what I'm trying to say. There's more good than bad.
There you go. That's what's so important, man. We cannot drink the Kool-Aid that these neighborhoods, and that's what I love about Aisha again. She sees the opportunity in what other people see as something negative. And that's how we got to start looking at our neighborhood. Look at the great opportunity we had to help this young person.
But here's the contrast. You got this beautiful home, the grass is cut, the manicured lawn, the flowers, my camera's shaking, I got flowers over here, but then you say, you know, you go 2 blocks away at the corner store, it's Hoodville.
All right, it's all behavior. At the end of the day, every time you read about someone being shot, killed, stabbed, or raped, that's behavior. And so when you understand behavior, what's motivating
Who own the
a
store?
person?
Arabs?
You know it is.
I mean, I'm not nothing against Arab.
It's probably black owned. The building is probably African American owned, but
the Arabs come and run the store. And we patronize the store because it's in walking distance of the house.
It's convenient. That's why they call it a convenience store.
Right.
So it's convenient. I'm sure that's why they get some support. But here's the other thing with the corner stores that people might not realize. They are engaging in other activities that allow them to get revenue. It's been recently reported on the federal side, even in Miami and Detroit, how they're exchanging the link. We call it link in Chicago.
Link
call
card.
it something else. But the bottom line, they giving them for $100 worth of food stamps, they might give them $20 cash. And so the government is getting cheated when we do that. And so it's all type of other corruption going on when we see stuff like that.
Yeah, and the corruption is basically just survival, right?
So, I won't call it that. It's perceived survival, because you don't have to have, you know, a pack of cigarettes. You don't have to have some weed, you know what I mean? So it's just trying to make it day to day in the environment that they living in. But here's something that I thought about too, Mark, and I said, because I know in the past we talked about values, that we have a values issue, and I went to Orland Park and I was around functional people, stable people, and I said, I'm gonna quit saying that black people have a values issue.
No, we got a values issue. Let's have our
argument. No. Watch this. Because I thought about it. Yeah. We have a prioritization issue when it comes. Right. So we value education, but where do it rank? And it ranks so low because I'm trying to survive. So it gets into the Maslow hierarchy of needs issue. Right. But I believe that no one wakes up in the morning wanting to be a loser. And so from that perspective, we have values like every other ethnicity, every other race, but it's just we trying to survive. So guess what? I'm putting that on the back burner, you know. And it was in the Sun-Times paper, and the white guy didn't want to say this. It was a sister, I believe. The teacher wrote about how the student had to make up something in order to graduate, and the teacher called the mom, and the mom said, well, he's not gonna be there this Friday. She said, well, this is the only day he can get to work in. She said, no, I already paid for his shirt for the family reunion. So the teacher said she was aghast. She was like, wow, so a family reunion gonna be more important than your son passing. And that's a values issue, right? Where do it rank at? And they were saying, how can Rahm Emanuel fix that? That's what the newspaper was getting at.
And when was this article, man?
It just came out last week, because I was like,
missed it. I missed that article.
I just knew it was us when they said I paid for the shirt. Because we ain't gonna be spending no $20 for the family reunion shirt and you don't make it. Right. But that's the issue of where does education rank in that household. So I know you hit the ambulance, man, but it's all good.
Yeah, don't worry
about that.
Yeah, okay, we cool.
All right, so
I don't want people to think we filming their house and they're videotaping their house. You know, people get nervous, man.
Yeah, but this is a friendly area where we.
No, but that's what I'm saying. This is Inglewood, West Inglewood, right? Inglewood is one of the worst crime-ridden neighborhoods of all of America. But it's only like in every block. There's only like 1 or 2 people on the block that cause the problem.
Yeah.
But you
have enablers. That's the key. Right. With the grandmother I just met on Hoeing,
right.
I wouldn't be surprised if the guys who hang out, that's her grandson,
right,
who wreaks havoc when you try to drive through and they mean mug you and they staring at you like you better not stop. But that grandmother is helping with the garden. She wants to do big things, but in her own household is part of the problem.